2025 is knocking at the door, and now is a great time to build a habit that can help you declutter your mind, help you stay organized, and make you the best version of yourself. The habit that I'm talking about is journaling. The art of journaling is like talking to the smarter version of yourself, talking to yourself without any judgments. And the best part of journaling is you can understand your emotions better, you can come closer to your real self. And in this video, we're going to talk about two things: how to journal, what to write in the journal, and most importantly, when to journal. And the second thing we are going to talk about is the mistakes that you should avoid if you're a beginner in the world of journaling. One hack that I used to get consistent in journaling was spend like a lot of money to acquire this journal. I spent like 2000 rupees to get this journal all the way from Japan. And every time I write on it, I feel really nice and orgasmic. So that was one hack that helped me get consistent. You can choose a hack that suits you best. But whatever it is, please start journaling today so that you're able to carry that momentum to the year 2025. Now, there are some advantages to journaling which have been backed by the scientific community. Number one, it helps you regulate your emotions better. So be it stress, be it anxiety, be it depression. Every time you write down your thoughts, you're able to understand the triggers, and all of this helps you manage your emotions better. Number two, it helps you become a better problem solver. Now, if you take a look at my journal, it is full of problems. But what happens after you write your problems is you start discovering solutions to those problems. So be a better problem solver by journaling. Number three, it helps your memory. It makes it better. And the best part, 5 years later, if you want to understand how the smaller or the younger version of you behaved, you can always open a page from your journal and understand your thought process. Number four, it helps you stay organized. And number five, it helps you set goals and achieve them. So if you too want to build a habit of journaling but do not know where to start, when to start, please watch this video till the very end. Here are 5 ways in which I use my journal, and perhaps you can borrow some of these ideas. Number one, I track my day and I track my to-dos. Now if you open my journal, you will find all sort of shit written in. The good, the bad, the ugly. And then I write my most important to-dos onto it. So if you see, this is the journal entry. On the top, I write the day and the date. On the right of that, I used to write some to-dos. And there's a section below that I've started adding recently, which is the highlight of the day or things that I'm grateful for. So these are 3-4 sections that I have in my journal. Number two, I track my emotions on my journal, especially the negative ones. Whatever makes me angry, whatever gives me anxiety. So the idea is whenever I get triggered, I write those moments down. And after some time, I'm able to identify what are the common triggers. And all of this helps me regulate my emotions better. And whenever I'm reviewing my journal, I will always mark these emotions in red. So that gives me an idea of what my thought process are and what my blind spots are, ultimately helping me improve and navigate my emotions better. Number three, I use it to track my habits. So on the left, as you can see in my journal, there are certain habits that I'm trying to track: my sleeping time, my waking time, if I've meditated, if I've exercised, if I'm doing my knee exercise. I have a torn ACL. So there are certain habits that I'm tracking on the left. And on the right, if you can see, I'm tracking down the dates and the days. Whenever it is a yes, a tick. Whenever it is a no, a cross. Now I've distributed the page into 2 parts. First 15 days, second 15 days. Every 7 days, I review my journal. I try to understand what my habits were, and then I try to recalibrate. Now here's how you too can create a simple habit tracker. So what you need to do is put your habits on the left part. So if you want to track your sleep, schedule, routine 1, routine 3, exercising, meditation, put it all on the left, and then on the right, start tracking the days. Fourth way in which I use my journal is I track key life moments. So every journal is something that I use for 3 months, 4 months. And on the first page, I write down certain important moments in my life. So as you can see, on the left, I write the date, and on the right, I write certain things that I want to remember, the good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, but I put them down so that whenever I'm trying to review my year, I can go through these journals and see which are the key important moments of my life. Number five, I use it to review my week, review my month, and review my year. So every week on Sunday, I will review how the week went, how I can plan the next week. After 4 weeks have passed, I will review the month, and based on that, I will try to set the goals for the next month. And now when 2024 is about to be over, I'm very excited to be able to review the 2-3 journals I've been able to fill. And based on my learnings and observations of 2024, I will plan 2025. So these are 5 ways in which I use my journal. So if you're starting with the act of journaling, I would say keep it simple. Do not overcomplicate it. I have added 5-6 things in which I use my journal, but this is not something I started on day one. I started habit tracking after a few months. Then all of these things were incremental. So if you're starting, keep it simple, keep it easy so that you do not get overburdened. A lot of videos on the internet claim that journaling can change your life entirely. I would not agree to it, and I'm not going to make such a bold statement. If you keep journaling spending the entire day not taking any action, it's not going to change your life at all. But if you sit down and journal, all I can tell you is you will be able to navigate life better. You will have a better balance on your emotions, due to which the actions that you take through the day will be much more better and efficient. Now, the final part, if you're looking to start journaling, here are a few mistakes that you should avoid. Number one, do not aim for perfection. There are times when you will miss journaling. Maybe you start today, maybe you miss the next 3 days, but that does not mean that you will stay in the guilt of not being able to write and then stop writing altogether. Do not abandon the idea of journaling. If you're getting started, it is okay if you miss, but try to not give up on the habit. Number two, do not switch from one notebook to another or try online journaling sometime and then offline journaling sometime. Stick to one strategy and make sure that you do not switch during this process. Number three, do not spend a lot of time trying to beautify your journal. I have seen a lot of people trying to add colors like blue, green, yellow, marking patterns and all of that. You may want to avoid it when you're getting started. With time, when you get consistent, you can always deploy these color marking schemes, etc. But please do not start all of this from day one. Now, when to journal? The thing is, I carry my journal with me all the time. If I'm working, if I'm studying, if I'm reading a book, if I'm teaching, and whenever there is something that hits my mind, I immediately open it up and write one line. So if you want to understand when to write, I would suggest before bed is a great time to start journaling, or you may want to start journaling when you're starting off the day. To conclude, journaling may not change your life overnight, but it will change the way you approach life. Start small with just a few lines every day and slowly watch it transform your life. And remember, do not wait for 2025 to get started. Now is when you should start so that you can carry the momentum to 2025. Happy journaling. I hope this video was helpful and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.